So I don't need, I have first-hand knowledge of her abilities. I think I sat next to you, didn't I? So, no, I don't, I'm just, a statement was made, I'm looking to clarify it so I can make an appropriate decision. Just looking to get some truthful answers, that's all. But I guess I don't get it.
I'm on the Princetown Republican Committee, and I can't even answer that. I really don't honestly know who contributed. Okay? So I don't know how Mike can answer it, I mean, unless he knows something other than what I know, I mean. But I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Is there anybody else that would like to talk for Mike here?
I'm not talking, I'm just saying,
I
I'm
do.
on the committee, I don't.
This is purely political, and as a resident of this town, it is just a slap in our face, period.
So
You should keep
this
Mike.
discussion is not open to public discussion. You know, we gave Doug some room.
I didn't engage them. I'm done discussing. Thanks.
Do we have a motion for Pat?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Councilman Myers,
Abstain.
Councilman Jazinski,
Yes.
Councilman Esposito.
Yes.
Councilman Edwards,
No.
Supervisor Joyce,
Yes. Resolution 12.09, Planning Board Chairperson Appointment. I propose that Pat Bishop be appointed as a Planning Board Chairperson at a semi-salary position of $2,000 a year for a term to expire on 6/30/12. Again, this is going along with the proposals that we refine and define everything in June. Measure it, see where it is. It's kind of, again, I support Pat, so is there any discussion here, or are we gonna repeat it? So I'll start
Yeah.
with you, Mr. Todd.
I don't have any discussion necessary. I think
Thank you. Bob? Joe, any thoughts? Lou?
The only comment I will make is that I do think in the past we did allow the planning board to make their own decision on a chair. I would be in support of that again. I thought it was nice to give the board that autonomy to choose and select their own chair. So I would be in support of that again. That's the only comment I have.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Councilman Myers,
Abstain.
Councilman Jazinski,
Yes.
Councilman Esposito,
Yes.
Councilman Edwards,
No.
Supervisor Joyce.
Yes. Ethics Board appointment, oh, sorry,
Good.
okay. Resolution 1210, Ethics Board appointment. I propose that Mr. Bill Lidle be appointed to the Ethics Board, or reappointed actually, to the Ethics Board for a term to expire on 12/31/2014. Again, this is a reappointment from a previous board. I've spoken with Bill a couple of times. Seems pretty good to me, again. That's pretty much my thought on it. Todd?
His term was up at the end of the year?
Yes, sir. Thoughts, Todd?
News?
Lou? Joe? Bob? Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Myers,
Yes.
Councilman Jazinski,
Yes.
Councilman Esposito,
Yes.
Councilman Edwards,
Yes.
Supervisor Joyce.
Yes. Ethics Board Chair. Again, I propose and support Bill Lidle, to be appointed to the Ethics Board as the chairperson for a term to expire on 12/31/12. Pretty much the same support as we had in the above resolution. But Todd, any thoughts? Lou?
I'm good.
Bob? Do we have a motion?
Make a motion. I'll second.
Was that Lou? Did you make a motion? Councilman Myers?
Yes.
Councilman Jazinski, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Councilman Esposito?
Yes.
Councilman Edwards?
Yes.
Supervisor Joyce?
Yes.
Okay.
Resolution 1212, zoning board chair. I propose and support Vic Benson to be appointed as the zoning board of appeals chairperson at a semi-salary position, semi-annual salary is supposed to be, of $1,200 a year, or $1,200 for the term to expire on 6/30/12. Vic is a longtime resident, longtime member of the zoning board. I've spoken with him. He seems very sharp, well supported by other members. So I again propose and support Mr. Vic Benson. Todd, any thoughts? Mr. Lou?
No.
Mr. Joe?
Full support.
And Mr. Bob? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Councilman Myers?
Opposed?
Councilman Jazinski?
Yes.
Councilman Esposito?
Yes.
Councilman Edwards?
Abstain.
Supervisor Joyce?
Yes.
Okay.
Zoning board appointment, resolution 1214, it's actually a reappointment. I propose and support Mr. Michael Hickok to be reappointed to the zoning board of appeals for a term to expire on 12/31.
We skipped one, 13.
Oh, sorry. All right. Start over again. Resolution 1213, zoning board appointment as an alternate. So I propose and I support Mary Sue Reed to be appointed to the zoning board of appeals as an alternate for the term to expire on 12/31/2018. Again,
Alternates are a two-year appointment.
oh, okay. I didn't know that. So, so I guess I'll let me read it again. I propose and support Mary Sue Reed to be appointed to the zoning board of appeals as an alternate for the term to expire on 12/31/2014. Again, Mary Sue, I have a resume, I can forward that out to the team. Again, one of the more intelligent, hard workers. He's done work for the town before, so I'm pretty sure everybody understands her work ethic, which is, as far as I'm concerned, is excellent. Very knowledgeable. I think she'll pick up the zoning board laws and rules very quickly. So, again, I absolutely support and propose Mary Sue be appointed to the board as an alternate. Mr. Todd?
No discussion from me, thanks.
Mr. Lou?
No objection to it.
Joe?
In full support.
And Bob?
Okay.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Councilman Myers?
Yes.
Councilman Jazinski?
Yes.
Councilman Esposito?
Yes.
Councilman Edwards? Supervisor Joyce?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's try 14 again. Resolution 1214, I propose and support that Mr. Michael Hickok be reappointed to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a term to expire on 12/31/2018. I've spoken with Michael, he's a very knowledgeable person. I think everybody knows him, again, he's a reappointment. A lot of history, a lot of knowledge, I'm in support. Todd, any thoughts?
I agree, Mike's a great choice.
Mr. Lou? Mr. Joe?
Excellent man.
And Mr. Bob?
If I may.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Councilman Myers,
Yes?
Councilman Jazinski,
Yes.
Councilman Esposito,
Yes.
Councilman Edwards,
Yep.
and Supervisor Joyce.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Resolution 1215, PIAC appointment. I propose and support Mr. Dave Geisinger to be reappointed to the PIAC for a term to expire on, should be 12/31/2016. I know Dave, I think everybody knows Dave, he's fully committed, very smart individual, an engineer. I fully support him, he's a great guy, and a very smart person, involved a lot in the community. Mr. Todd Edwards, thoughts?
I agree.
Mr. Esposito, Mr. Jazinski,
Excellent candidate.
and Mr. Myers.
I agree.
Do we have a motion?
I'll make it.
Joe made it.
Councilman Myers,
Yes?
Councilman Jazinski,
Yes.
Councilman Esposito.
Yes.
Councilman Edwards,
Yes.
Supervisor Joyce.
Yes. 1216, PIAC Chair. I propose and support Carl Barta to be reappointed as a PIAC Chairperson at a semi-annual salary of $51.50 for a term ending on 6/30/12. Carl's been there, he's got a great heart, he works for the town. I support the
May I-
resolution.
May I interrupt? The appointments till 2018 is 7 years. The zoning board is 5 years.
Mike Hickox,
And Mary Sue,
Mary Sue is an alternate, that's a 2-year.
it's still 5 years. Alternate is, I think, only 2 years.
Right, that's what I
But
just
I
said.
got it marked for 18.
Mike Hickok, you're talking about, right?
It's just
Mike
incorrect, that's all.
Hickox.
Well,
Yeah,
Council Pete's gonna look it
Oh, what are the questions now?
it's the term for the ZBA, which is a 5-member board, so it's a 5-year term.
5-year term.
So, alternates are 2 years. 2-year for planning and zoning are both, the alternates.
So the alternate needs to be changed to 2014, and the Hickok appointment needs to be changed to 2017.
I believe the alternate was changed to 14.
Yeah, we did, we changed it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
up.
So Hickok just needs to be changed to,
12/31/2017.
and you should ask for a motion.
For both of them?
No, the alternate was changed before it was voted on, if I'm not mistaken.
So it was Lou, Joe, and everyone was a yes.
For
12/14,
for Mike? or
Yeah,
who else?
for Mike.
I think everybody supported it. What were you taking on the vote? You want?
Yeah, we should correct it.
All right, so I propose and support that Mike Hickok be reappointed to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a term to expire on 12/31/2017. Do I have a motion?
I'll make it. Make the motion. I'll second.
Councilman Myers,
Yes? Yes.
Councilman Jazinski,
Yes.
Councilman Esposito,
Yes.
Councilman Edwards.
Yes.
Supervisor Joyce.
Yes.
17 is still 6 years.
Say it again, sorry.
17,
It's gotta be 16.
16.
appointed till 17.
Oh my gosh, this is high math.
Yeah, and before we
Oh,
do
yeah.
that, I'm looking at the zoning code, and it says alternate members of 3 years.
That's 2014, it's 3 years.
And it's
Well,
2015.
No,
Is that the planning and zoning?
This year is 1, 2013 is 2,
Oh, okay.
2014
We got it right.
On that one, you
On
did.
that one,
On the
yeah,
other one,
yeah.
All right, the other one, okay.
So planning and zoning?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's planning, I could be wrong.
I think,
Zoning,
was the same for
alternates. Yeah, it was the same for both.
so it's 3,
It's
it's
3
not
years
2?
for both, yeah.
So we
But the
still-
date is correct.
But the date is correct.
Right.
It should be 2016.
Do we have to?
For,
Take off.
for Hickok,
Yeah, it's gotta be 2016.
yes.
Whenever you want to agree that it's
And
just the
Vic
same
Robinson.
motion and
Yes.
I
it's
agree.
what it is.
I won't make you do it again.
Okay. Who made the motion, Joe?
I want to defend Article
Seconded.
78 anyway.
All right, we're on,
So
We're still on
have you ever
Carl,
done it?
right?
Article 78, you're still.
yeah, it's on Carl. Ready? Carol?
I'm ready, yeah.
All right. 1216, PIAC Chair. I support and propose that Carl Barr be appointed as PIAC Chair at a semi-annual salary of $51.50 for a term to expire on or ending on 6/30/12. Carl's a good guy, been there, supports the town. Todd?
I agree.
Lou?
I agree.
Joe?
In agreement.
Mr. Bob?
Yes.
Do we have a motion?
So moved. I'll second it.
Joe, did you make that? I can't hear you.
I did.
Bob made it.
And Lou?
I seconded it.
Councilman Myers?
Yes.
Councilman Jazinski?
Yes.
Councilman Esposito?
Yes.
Councilman Edwards?
Yes.
Supervisor Joyce?
Yes. This next couple, so I'm gonna talk about the theory here, but we'll start with on 1217, Planning Board step-ins. So my thought here is that with the downturn in the economy, a lot of the boards are not meeting as frequently. And there are a lot of communities that actually have volunteers for planning boards, and it's a separate subject, I understand, and all the boards. What I'm proposing to the team, to the town board here is that typically it's been a yearly step-in, right? Doesn't matter how many meetings it was. I'm proposing that we pay the board members for the next 3 items or so per meeting. And then when they get to typically the max, the yearly amount is not to exceed again. So, again, some of the boards aren't meeting as regularly, and then when the economy picks up and we get some, some development and work in town, then we can go back to just the, the flat yearly step-in, but. So, what I looked at for the planning board was, last year, or this year, they met, I think, 10 times. So, again, the yearly, was $928.28, so it was, again, just a little bit of math, dividing the 10 meetings into the 928 to come up with the per meeting rate of $92. Again, it's, they have to show up, be accounted for, which is part of the minutes, shouldn't be a big deal. They show up, they get paid, and again, if the meetings go to 12, 12 once a month, or 12 meetings in a year, or 14, whatever it is, they would still not lose any money, they would still be exactly the same. But again, if there's no work, Not sure, again, we should try to save, where we can. So that's my proposal. It'll go down through the planning board, zoning board, PIAC. Again, the same theory. Todd, any thoughts?
Only on the planning board, I think the planning board is a different animal than the others, I think it should be treated differently and not be changed. But I also, at the same time, I don't think it's really gonna have any significance, because I think the planning board will need more than enough, I think they're gonna have enough annual meetings. And again, I just think the planning board, by design, is a different dynamic than the other. Zoning, they might meet once or twice. Planning is pretty much guaranteed to meet, somewhere between 10 to 18 times a year, depending upon what's going on. So, but again, I don't think at the end of the day, for planning specifically, it's gonna have a lot of financial impact either way, so.
All right, thank you.
It's just, the dollars are too small to matter.
Mr. Lou? Mr. Joe?
What I like about it is that the $928 number, I don't know how that was generated, what was it based on? At least now we have a structure where the individuals on the board aren't gonna take a hit financially, if they show up. And so it has a structure that can be tweaked, so I like it.
Bob Myers?
Yeah, I've thought about it. Now, again, I asked the question earlier. Let's say they have the 12 minimum, okay, through the year. And then, say, the attendance is given and there's people that maybe missed 1 or 2 meetings. Could they not say that you ended up having 14 meetings if they showed up to 1 or 2 of those? Could they take and make up for 1 or 2 that they missed? Like, say, a minimum of 12.
I would think that would work. My thought here, again, is to challenge not only, well, it's obviously try to save some money. I mean, again, to Todd's point, it's not a major deal, but,
No,
but I'm also
understand.
asking the chairs to treat us as a department, so, if we need a meeting, great. If we need a training session, great. It's your job, you figure it out. But, if there's 14 meetings and they make 12 or 14, then they make their salary. But they're not gonna go over. I mean, it's up to.
Right, no, I understand that. I just didn't know if they missed 1 or 2 out of the 12. Maybe they did have 14 or 13, if they made it to one of the extra meetings, if it would make up for any of the absentees.
I would think that would be, the answer would be yes. Yeah.
Just a question.
Yeah. No, good question, it's a great question. So do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
All right, 12:17.
I'll second.
No, I wasn't paying attention. Who made it?
Joe,
Joe and Lou.
Thank you.
good thing I said it over here.
Councilman Myers?
Yes.
Councilman Jazinski?
Yes.
Councilman Esposito?
Yes.
Councilman Edwards?
Steve?
Supervisor Joyce?
Yes.
Okay.
Zoning Board of Appeals, stipends, again, same theory. That each member of the board received a stipend of $43.708 per meeting, but not to exceed $218.54 for the year. Same theory. I don't know if there's any more discussion on this, but, Todd, I think I'll ask you again, but I think you already had your thought on it.
Yeah, I mean, these dollars are just so insignificant. I don't have any discussion. I think we're having any positive impact at $200, so I don't need to discuss it.
All right, thanks for the thought. Lou? Thoughts, Joe?
No, I'm good.
Mr. Bob, my thoughts?
Okay.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Councilman Myers?
Yes.
Councilman Jazinski? Jazinski.
Yes.
Councilman Esposito.
Yes.
Councilman Edwards. Supervisor Joyce.
Yes. PIAC, oh, sorry. You okay?
I'm good, yep.
1219, PIAC stipends, again, same theory. Each board member receive a stipend for 23.333 per meeting, not to exceed $70 for the year. Do I have a motion?
I'll second.
Councilman Myers.
Yes.
Councilman Jazinski.
Yes.
Councilman Esposito.
Yes.
Councilman Edwards. Supervisor Joyce.
Yes.
Okay.
Resolution 12, planner. For, you know, Santa Barbara, be reappointed as planner for annual salary $653 $30. And I support you on this theory. I'll talk to you a little on the side.